Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just want to start the video off and say thank you so much for supporting the first video I made. And I'm gonna get right into it. There's been some updates about the BTS Grammy situation. So let me start off and say thank you again for watching that first video. You guys showed it a lot of love. So let's jump in and see the new updates are with this Grammy situation. Let's see what the Grammy CEO's response was to BTS not submitting their music for the Grammys 2027. So I'm on the official Grammys Instagram page, and I'm going to show you exactly the statement that they put out. I'll also read it to you. You can, yeah. Here is the full post of what the Grammy said. I'm saddened to hear that BTS has chosen not to participate in the Grammy Awards process this year, but as a music creator, I understand and respect their decision. I do want to clarify something that seems to be getting lost in conversation. The Asian pop category was created to celebrate the depth, diversity, and extraordinary growth of pop artistry coming out of Asia. The spirit of this new category is to shine a dedicated spotlight on these important artists. More categories mean more artists' work is recognized. It is never to divide, but to expand who is recognized by our 15,000 Grammy voters. Oh, 15. Okay. I want to be very clear. Submitting music in a genre category such as Asian pop or jazz or country does not exclude an artist from also submitting and being considered in general field categories, including Record of the Year, Album of the Year, and Song of the Year. These categories remain open to any eligible recording genre, regardless of genre. Recognition in the genre category and recognition in general field are not mutually exclusive. An artist can absolutely pursue both. The Grammy organization is here to serve music and all the people who make it. As we continue to expand our reach, our membership, and our awards, regardless of geography or language, I want to emphasize that we will continue to listen to the global music community and work to honor and celebrate all the artists whose music moves the world. And this is by the Grammy CEO. This PR chat GPT statement was from the Grammy CEO. So in this video, I'm going to break down each and every part of this statement because this is absolutely this is like PR fed bull crap. Like no one believes this statement at all. That's all. I just want to point out this is the first time in Grammy's history that they actually personally released a statement regarding an artist not choosing to submit their work. And you want to know why? I'm going to give you one reason why the Grammy CEO released a statement. And that reason is money. So right now, I am on the official Grammys page, and this is actually a article from 2024. So here's the title of this article. Disney to become new home of Grammys under 10-year global deal with the Recording Academy. So the ceremony will be exclusively simulcast on ABC, Hulu, and Disney Plus. Beginning in 2027, the Recording Academy to produce additional Grammy branded programming for Disney's platforms to entertain music lovers around the world. 2027. Remember that year, because 2027, the year that BTS is supposed to submit their music from 2026 to be considered, Disney is giving Grammys a deal starting in 2027. So if they don't have the fans from BTS's fans, their global fan base, if they don't include their global fan base, then they lose money. Everyone loses money, but you know who doesn't lose money? BTS, because BTS does not need the Grammys. The Grammys need BTS, and that's why they released that dog shit statement. They want BTS to actually reconsider submitting their music because they know they can get the views, they know they can get the money back from this deal. So yes, the Grammys will be held on February 7th, 2027, that's when their new deal starts. So they're not getting any money from BTS, so their numbers are gonna look really, really, really bad. No viewership, no money, probably less sponsors now, and no BTS. And the thing with these award shows know BTS brings the bag. That's why they always trample over them, push them over, and put their category last because they know they can milk as much as they can until We get tired of it, the fans, until the fans get tired of it, until they get tired of it, until BTS gets tired of it. They will milk as much as they can until they can't anymore. And that's the thing about these award shows. They don't care as long as they get money. The Asian pop category. So let me take you back to that. Remember in the last, like, okay, so in the last video, I read the definition of what the Asian pop performance was. Okay, I found it. So you remember how I read this definition in the first video, right? How it says that this category recognizes artistic excellence in Asian pop music performances originating from or widely recognized within Asian markets, including but not limited to K-pop, J-pop, and C-pop. So they named, first of all, they named East Asia right here. K-pop, J-pop, C-pop. There's so many countries in Asia, which is a continent, but they only named 3 main countries here from East Asia. So here I want to take you back to this post that I came across recently, which is crazy. Because if you guys don't know, Trisha Paytas released a K-pop song. And I'm pretty sure she's American, but she released a full song in Korean. I haven't listened to the song, but here's just a 30-second clip. I'm not going to play the music. I don't want to get copyrighted by her. But this song would probably be accepted in that goddamn category. Because all you have to do is use the Asian language meaningfully within 50% of your song. So this song could be submitted in that category. She's not Asian at all. This is probably her first Korean song that she created, but it could win a Grammy in that category. And that's why people are mad. Because how do they categorize what is meaningful? 15,000 people are going to have different meanings on what an Asian language is meaningful to them. Some of them are probably not even Asian. So how are you going to define meaningful? It does not make sense. This song, people are probably going to vote for this song in that category because they think it's meaningful. She's doing homage to the Korean culture. Crazy. So let me just like highlight this title, right? I'm gonna take you to a deep dive of the person who was responsible for this category, or she's a part of the responsibility of these categories being formed, right? So her name is Xena Coda. I hope I'm saying that right. Xena Coda. So the character, but this lady, she is responsible for creating that new Asian pop category. So after BTS announced that they weren't going to submit, she went on a rant. This lady went on a rant. Look at all the posts she posted about the news, like the hot topic that was BTS not submitting their music. She just post. So right now, like I'm gonna try to. I haven't really read it or anything, but she was trying to justify. Uh, she was trying to justify her creation of the new category because she wanted everyone to be inclusive, not knowing that creating separate categories for separate, not religions, separate races, it just is. I know you're trying to be inclusive, but it's just division. That's what everyone sees it as. So I'm gonna read like one statement from her story because she was really, really trying to justify it. Okay, let's read this first, the second one right here. People don't understand the complications of trying to change plus evolve Grammy categories. And what we aim was in general of trying to introduce Asians as a formidable force within the Grammys. First of all, Asians have won Grammys before. Have you not seen 2026 Grammys? K-pop Demon Hunters won Grammys. Are you kidding me? It is really sad and disheartening to see how this entire thing has been addressed when so many people behind the scenes have been pushing to bring visibility for Asians in the Grammys. You know who brought visibility for Asians in the US music awards scene? It was BTS. First, I think it was the AMAs, right? The AMAs were the first major music award show to invite BTS. And then and then it just started to evolve from there. Okay, so here are all the award shows BTS have been to in the US. AMAs 2017. I was there. I saw them perform DNA live. I wasn't like in the building, but I watched it on TV. But yeah, the AMAs were the first award show to invite BTS 2017. That is 4 years after their debut. I haven't seen any K-pop group before them ever been invited to the AMAs. And then Billboard Music Awards in 2018. I remember that as well. Their performance, their fake love performance, absolutely phenomenal. 2018. And then iHeart. Everyone knows iHeart. Oh, we've seen multiple performances from them from iHeart. So yeah, these are the I will salute AMAs for being the first one to put their foot through the door and invite BTS to perform, because that made me so happy that they were performing on an American awards show. It was like the first time I've ever seen that ever. And then you see how now you have all these different K-pop groups now performing at these award shows. It's because of BTS. 2017. It is now 2026. 2026. Their first American performance was almost 10 years ago. Oh my God. I'm getting old. But yeah, that's all the award shows. And then she's talking about being inclusive. We've been inclusive since 2017, not the Grammys, but a lot of different music a lot of different music award shows have been inclusive to K-pop, even creating different categories for K-pop. But the Grammys want to like classify Asian pop and try to separate these artists from not going to main awards, because it will be very easy for BTS to win an award in the Asian category. But we all know we want the main category. 2 years in a row, they lost duo slash group performance, the best pop duo slash group performance, to a duo or a collab. Like, those people are not going to make music anymore. It was a collab. Collabs have beaten BTS, a group that's been together for over 10 years. 10 years. So on her Instagram stories, she's trying to justify the creation of these categories to make it seem like they're being inclusive. But guess what? After all the backlash she experienced, guess what? Guess what? She made her profile private. So she's now private. She has made her profile private after posting over 10 stories about BTS dropping out and trying to justify it. So let's read this one post she had did. Artists are able to be nominated in multiple categories, not just one. You also don't have to enter a category that you don't want to. This is just a snarky remark right here, because she's pissed off, but she can't make it seem that way, because we're pissed off as well. So if everyone's just pissed off, this whole cluster fuck of pissed off people. But right here, artists are able to nominate whatever she said, right? So if BTS submitted Swim and Best Asian Pop Performance category, you cannot submit that same song in Song of the Year or performance or whatever. You can't submit that same song again in multiple categories. And that's why it is so wrong to categorize everything off of a race. You can't just do that. I kind of want to read off this tweet, which kind of makes sense to me, and it's kind of related to this whole topic. So the people who created the Asian category at the Grammys apparently didn't realize that English is the first language in some Asian countries. Saying a song has to be an Asian language to qualify just shows how rushed and poorly thought out the category was. And it is very rushed. Like right, this comment right under. The same with Latino category. There are Latin countries that don't speak Spanish, like Brazil. Yes, Brazil is very massive. And the rule says that the song needs to be Spanish. So it's just racist and poorly. Yes, it is. Brazilians speak Portuguese, and they're considered Latin, right? So any Brazilian song would not classify in the Latino category within the Grammys. So it's like all these new rules are just excluding large amounts of people. Yes, and now the girl Xena or whatever her name is, she wanted to, the goal for her is to eventually do multiple Asian categories by genre. By genre. There's Okay, first of all, the Grammys don't even air all of the categories that they have now. You're adding more categories that no one is going to care about by genre. By genre. They just want to give everyone a Grammy. That's what it sounds like. And that's just going to dilute the meaning of what a Grammy is. Oh, and I kind of found this tweet funny because apparently the CEO of the Grammys, Harvey Mason Jr., read his wiki page. Let's read his wiki page. In 2014, he produced South Korean girls groups, Girls' Generation single "Mr. Mister" and their label mate EXO single "Overdose," as well as the music for James Brown biopic "Get Up" in 2015. Biopic Get On Up. So people are saying, yeah, it makes sense because he produced multiple songs for SM groups. And if you don't know SM is like SM is so controversial. And here's another tweet about Xena commented on her post. She states, "As someone who has a lot of these conversations with folks, I think this is really interesting take about the Asian country having English as a native language. This is really good point, and thank you for sharing your point of view." And the thing is, the flag in her country, the Philippines, like this tweet is saying, they speak English there as well. So like it doesn't make sense. What if you're Asian and you can only speak English? You're from an Asian country, can only speak English. You can't submit your category in that category, even though it's for Asian performance. So let me play this clip real quick. I think it really justifies what everyone is thinking about for BTS skipping the Grammys. Let's watch this real quick.
What BTS is actually saying is, America, you are not the musical center of the universe. That's what they're saying. And what they're also saying is, Grammys, you need us more than we need you.
That is true. The Grammys need BTS more than BTS needs them. BTS is already recognized worldwide as being one of the biggest K-pop groups ever. What would a damn Grammy do to change that?
You take a look at the appearance of BTS in previous Grammys. They were there. In fact, I would argue that maybe BTS was used a little bit by the Grammys over the years. Yes, they have been nominated. They were kind of put throughout the show, not just like one performance. They were kind of used throughout an entire show.
True. Every time a category would be recognized or announced, it would show BTS on the camera, and then the whole arena would just scream because they saw BTS. They would show them throughout the performance, so people will be, oh, so when's BTS going up? When's BTS going up? They would ask those questions and continue to tune in so that they can see BTS. But the thing is, BTS never went up on stage. If it was to perform, yes, but they never went to get an award.
Because they knew the viewers will stick through it. And in fact, it worked.
Yes.
They have had billions of streams online because BTS was part of the show.
Exactly.
So BTS is like, we're here. We are not just an Asian group. We are a global pop sensation.
Yeah.
And we deserve to be in the main category. So I think the bottom line for this is, you know, they have a song on their latest album, Arirang, and it's called Alien. And in fact, the entire impetus of this story is, like, you're saying, like, we're the aliens, like, we're the ones who are on the outside, we're other. We want to remind you, like, we don't need your validation, and a reminder that the sun rises in the east.
Wow. Well, that is very well said. And I agree with everything that she just said, because BTS does not need a Grammy. I will support them 100%. I will always support them. They do not need a Grammy. So if BTS does not attend this Grammy Awards show, I won't even be mad. I won't even be sad. I'll be happy to see Grammys fall into irrelevancy because of all the bullshit they've been putting multiple artists through the years. Not even just BTS now. There's been multiple artists from different backgrounds that have been calling out the Grammys. I just found this funny. Look at this. Not Korean media putting up this pic of June as background of the BTS Grammys. So the Korean media is reporting this story with this fucking picture. It's crazy. It's funny. You would never see that in American news, but I found this funny. Okay. And the discourse. The discourse is the people who are mad at BTS not submitting is Stan Tweet and South Korea. Stan Tweet and South Korea. They're the only people not happy that BTS is not submitting. Because bro, a lot of fans of different groups, I'm not going to start fan wars in the comments, but a lot of fans of different groups are like, BTS wasn't going to win anyway, but now that they're not submitting, our group is going to make it easier to win, which go ahead. If you want that award after BTS gave it up, then go ahead. But this random South Korean woman said BTS wouldn't have won anyway. Would you know? Who are you? And I know South Korea has treated BTS very bad in their careers. They treated them very bad. I remember seeing that they gave BTS an ultimatum where they would have no military service, but they would be connected within the South Korean government to perform performances for them for free. And BTS chose to go to the military so that they're not trapped by their own government doing performances for them. But yeah, I just wanted to let the news marinate a little bit before I made another video because I wanted to see if any new updates would come out. I'm happy BTS is happy with how their show's going. Their concerts coming up, and new concerts coming up. If any of you are, well, I'm going to the concert. I'm going to the LA date concert. So yeah, I'm happy about that. That's what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, just one more thing before I end the video. I just found this. I just saw this before starting. Okay, so I know BTS and Cat's Eye are under the same management group, Hype or whatever. But look at this BTS photo, right? From Arirang video. And look at this Cat's Eye video, Cat's Eye picture. Look at this BTS graphic of the album. And look at this Cat's Eye graphic from their new EP album. This 5 songs, probably EP. But like, you don't need a copy. Why are you copying them, bro? And that gets me into a preview of what my next video is going to be about. It's going to be about Cat's Eye and why there are only 5 members right now. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave in the comments below what video topic you want me to make next. Okay, bye bye.